Hello everyone, welcome to your second QB64 tutorial, and just as I promised, we'll be getting into coding. So, the first keyword that we'll be learning is something very simple. Print. Here, I'll type it up for you right now. Print. Whoa now. Here we go, print right here. Okay, so print, one of the simplest keywords in the QB64 language, and pretty much it's used in almost every programming language like Python, C++, Visual Basic, etc. And what you do is you type in print, and if you want to print a line to the screen, you open with quotation marks and type whatever you want. Hello world. Close parentheses, and if you run your program, you'll see that the window says hello world, so you know that your application worked. But always remember, if you want to print a specific line to the application window, you have to use these quotation marks. Very important. Now, what would happen if we took away these quotation marks? You see, we get a big fat error message. Expected operator and equation on a line 1. Now, if you don't use quotation marks, the QB64 language will read this as an equation. See right here? Equation. So, always use those quotation marks. Very important. Now, say we want to print out a math equation. For example, here I'll just go ahead and delete this. Print 2 plus 2. What would we get? Because after all, it is an equation, right? So if we go ahead and run our program, we get 4. But that's not what we asked for, was it? We asked it for the computer to print 2 plus 2, which is why you need to put in these quotation marks. Very important. And if we run our program right here, we get 2 plus 2, just what we asked for. However, this can actually be pretty useful if you disinclude the quotation marks. This can basically be your calculator. So we can type in whatever we want. 6 plus 3, run our program. And we get 9. Perfect. Same goes with multiplication. Change that to the asterisk. F5, run. And we get just what we asked for, 18. But if you want to make it specifically say 6 times 3, you got to put in those quotation marks. So now that we run our program, we get 6 times 3. And so, pretty simple keyword, don't you think? I realize that this may sound pretty boring, honestly. I mean, just printing lines of text to the screen. But I promise that these tutorials will get more interesting, and you'll find that print is a very important keyword in QB64. So just to recap, if we type in print, and remember print, you have to type it just like that. Print. And with quotation marks, we get exactly what it is, so we can type anything. Zachary is awesome. And press F5. Start the application, and we get Zachary is awesome. And same goes for math equations. If you have it in quotes, 2 plus 2. And we get 2 plus 2 on the screen. However, when we don't have our quotation marks, we get the answer to 2 plus 2, which is obviously 4. And so this is your tutorial for the print keyword. I know this is very easy, but I promise you that it will get more difficult. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this was useful to you in any capacity. And my name is Zachary, and I bid you farewell.